How's it going? This is my daily vlog for the 16th of July 2023, and it's like 8:37 in the morning. So I'm pretty sure Subway opens at 9 ski. I'm gonna go there right after this video. I've been having health problems the last 2 days. Day before yesterday, I got a small bottle of Jägermeister because I wanted to party. I was like, party time. So I'd only drink like once every couple of months, and I only do it when I'm trying to like celebrate something that's cool. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then I always regret it because I never get buzzed. I just get sick. So yeah, I got a headache. I felt like barfing. I had the cold sweats, and then I just felt like shit, like I was gonna get something. But then I pulled through. But then yesterday, it happened again. At like 10 at night, I got the cold sweats. I got really sick. I felt like I was gonna throw up. Had no appetite, but I was also had no blood sugar, and it was just a disaster. I was like, oh fuck, I hadn't felt that bad in years. So I had to leave my room and sit on the couch in the living room. I had to eat, but I couldn't. So I had to like drink a lot while I was eating. Had a can of beans. What else did I have? I had a microwave, but then my microwave won't work. That's another fucking story. So then I had to boil it. I had a bag of vegetables that I had in there. I need to buy more of those, actually. I'm going to buy those today, right now. Because I haven't been eating well. I think I haven't been eating right for a few, like, month or whatever. And it caught up to me. Yeah, like my rule of thumb, if I'm getting really sick and I don't know what the hell's going on, then just eat a lot, you know. Yeah, I figured it was a combination between not eating, that alcohol, no exercise. And I think my room's a little bit like has too much like ferret shit and piss in it. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, and I feel a little bit icky now, so I'm gonna have to start eating better and more. I'm gonna start eating a lot. So I'm gonna go in and get a foot-long Subway energy drink. Come back here. Oh, and I've been smoking so much fucking weed. Like 3 days ago, I got $97 a weed, and I'm like almost out again. Anyway, yesterday. Oh, so yesterday was Saturday, and the computer just was not working. Since the last time I did a video, yeah, the computer basically, I couldn't get it to turn on for like a day. Just like spinning around, had to turn on a bunch of times. And so then I was like, so I started, so I set up all of the book chapters on my, on the on the notes apps on the computer. And for all the books, it's like 140 of them, and all of the chapters in the books just by copying and pasting. And I don't know how many there are, but there are a lot. And then I proceeded, because the computer wasn't working yesterday. So it didn't bother me at all. I was like, oh, cool. So I proceeded to man, brain fart. My computer, yeah, wasn't working, so it didn't bother me, so I went ahead and just decided to do a book, you know? So I kind of just randomly chose a book. It was like, it was the one that was right there. But it was Amiyama's Roman history, and it was the perfect book to choose, because it's history from interesting subject, real easy to come up with the title chapters, and I went through it, yeah, and I did like book 1 and book 2 of it. I don't know, maybe I'm halfway through, I don't know, but I was doing it. It was pretty cool, you know, and I wanted to get food yesterday, so I got a calzone, and they were taking forever to make it, so I was hanging out at Cosmo's Pizza. doing it, like, but I wasn't listening to it because I have to concentrate. It's a great way to understand it. So I was reading it, and choosing. So yeah, and even coming up with a philosophy of how I'm going to create titles. I'm doing something that's never been done before. It's like Blinkist, only better than Blinkist. Blinkist, they read a book and then they condense it. Well, what I do is I take a history book that's already broken up in a gazillion different chapters, which contemporary books aren't really done. So Blinkist doesn't even really do that. I'd be curious to see if I want. In fact, I should get a trial of Blinkist and see what they do with some of these historical books that I do, just to compare. But they have so many chapters that all you have to do, if you're going to condense it, all you have to do is give a title for each of the chapters. A lot of, like Book of Job has 3,300 chapters. Another one that I can't remember, Gregory Nazaret, or one of the Augustine has like 2,800 chapters. Another one 2,300. You know what I mean? So if you title all that, there's your Blinkist. It's basically still a book. It's just a little smaller. So it's fascinating. So I was working on that, but then the computer finally came back till like 3 or 4 hours or whatever. So I was like, oh, cool. So I tried to finish, I only had a few more books, a few more pages to add that side grid in, which is a nightmare. Because a lot of these pages are really big. And to paste something really big just takes forever. It takes forever to cut it, takes forever to paste it. The computer was also crashing when I was trying to do that. So I had to restart it a bunch of times, and it was like a nightmare. But I think I finally finished, and then, so I was like, okay, so what now, It was sometime in the morning, and I realized that today was going to be Sunday, which is a good excuse to not have to work on my house. I do a lot of house stuff, but I don't want to. Because, because I just finished a really time-consuming project. It was like weeks or whatever, or a week. And so now I'm starting another one. And this morning when I got up, I didn't know what I was going to do. Or actually, last night when I was done with my thing, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I kind of remembered that there was this page, the lists, science lists. I made it, I even linked. I created, if you look at my science list, apparently it's not done, because I don't know how many things are on there, but there are a lot. It's just all the lists of things that I could find on Wikipedia, and I even did, this is like 15 years ago, and I even did all the fish. And the fish, holy shit, are there a lot of fucking fish. Like, there's like 10 times more species of fish on Wikipedia than there are of like all the other animals in the world, and it just gobbled up all this time. And then I had all these pages, and then they just disappeared. It was one of those unfortunate situations where I just lost all this work that I did, and that was one of the most time-consuming projects that I've ever lost. I had all the fish organized. It wasn't completely organized, but it was almost done, and then the page just disappeared. The only thing that I have left is the page of everything except for the fish. So, but anyway, it's called my science list, and it's just all the lists of stuff that I could find on Wikipedia. So I call it the Wikipedia science list. And I bought a program where you highlight the Wikipedia page, and then all you have to do is hit a button, and it turns it into an MP3. This is like 15 years ago. The voices were crap, though. Like robots, It wouldn't even be worth it to do it now. Because I lost it. What happened was it was activated on my server, and you could download it right off the internet. That was the idea. You click it, download it on your phone or your computer, and it'll read to you. The Wikipedia article will read to you on an MP3 file of all of it organized like that. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But I was with a server that deleted. I can't remember which server it was. The one I'm using, Glowhost now, which is good. They gave me 40 gigs, even though having like 4 times taken all my gigs away until I finally had to make it clear to them that I have a big website. But I was with SiteGround, but then we had to leave them because they were deleting my gigs. And then there was one before that. Oh, iPower Web. I was with iPower, who has horrible tech support. and they give you unlimited gigs, but it turns out it's not unlimited gigs. So they deleted all my gigs, all my MP3 files that I had on my website, so I couldn't download it anymore. And I even asked them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, because you had too many gigs." And I'm like, "But you said it was unlimited." They're like, "Oh, but that we were only saying that." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I moved. So, anyways, and then I lost, because this always happens. I lost the file of all of those MP3s. This is one of the things that I lost. I need to go and I got a membership at WeTransfer. Is that what it's called? WeTransfer. It was like $240 a year, unlimited online storage, and it's file sharing, so you can share it with anybody. That's fucking awesome. So I was uploading things, and then I got derailed last month. And I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to organize, and once I organize, I'm going to, with my other computer, hook up my gigabit internet with the Ethernet wire, and then just upload everything that I have, So now I have a place on the internet finally, and all the external hard drives. Hopefully, I won't lose things anymore. But it kind of doesn't matter, because I prematurely did that. That was before they made good voices. They have good voices now. So I think I'm gonna get the program again. Not anytime soon, but I'm gonna get one of those programs again, and I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna convert all those things back into MP3. At least the link is made. So all I have to do is convert the MP3, make the MP3, and upload it. But then at that point, there's gonna be gigabytes up the freaking wazoo, dude. I mean, you're talking like 20, 30 gigabytes. So I'm gonna have to write iPower, not iPower, Glowhost, my server, and I'm gonna have to explain to them what I'm doing and see if they're gonna do me a solid and give me even more gigabytes. Because I'm using 31 out of 40 gigabytes already. But that's not anytime soon, so I don't even care. So I decided to work on that page because it's just simple brain candy. I was like, ooh, I gravitate towards brain candy because the thing that's going to drive me crazy about the website, like the breaking point of the website, the deal breaker, the thing that could make me decide to give it all up, is just the sheer size. And so if I can bifurcate my mind, I'm sure everybody does this. You bifurcate your mind when you're working for yourself, like an entrepreneur. There's the part of you that makes the decisions, and there's the part of you that does the work, and they have to talk to each other. Like you have to decide what you want, and then you have to ask your other part of your brain, well, is that possible? And then they have to kind of like bargain with each other. And so for me to be successful with my website, I have to basically bifurcate my brain, kind of go schizophrenic. I have to forget and not pay attention to certain parts of reality, like the size of the website. So I have to forget about the size of the website, and I have to go into my just worker mode and forget about decision maker mode, just worker mode, and just stay there as long as I can, just with weed, with whatever, and then just try to stay there as long as I can, like even if it's decades and decades. Just that's the key, because it's it's just the work. So if I find something that's brain candy, that's just time consuming, I'm like, ooh, nice. So I looked at that list. I'm like, oh well, this is a perfect opportunity for brain candy. You just you double click the thing, whatever the word is of the list, like ungulate or like turtle or whatever. Then you hit the left arrow, so then the cursor is right in front of the word. Then you hit Control-Shift-I, which brings up image. And then you right-click V, which pastes that word onto the search bar of the computer. And then you hit .png, because you're looking for a PNG, and then click the button, the entire computer. And then boom, the screen populates, because I downloaded every single icon you could possibly get off Envato. So I have like 100 icons for each thing, like even random things. And so I go, oh, that one, boom. And just that over and over. So this morning I got up and I did the first row. There's 57 of them. So this is going to be another multi-day project. But what I was going to do is just on Sunday, because it's Sunday, is my excuse. I was going to work all day today. and maybe even into the night, and just see how far ahead I can get on this. And then by the end of the day, count how many rows I did. And then divide 57 by how many rows I managed to do today, and that's how many days it's going to take me to get through this. So, but I can't, because the thing is, I can't work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, and everything is like fucking red line critical, all systems alert. Like, I need to get a roommate or I'm going to run out of money. I need a roommate now. I haven't had a roommate for a month. That's a lot of money I'm hemorrhaging. And, I need to call the dentist before their little test they did expires. But I don't actually. I know I'm not this month. I don't have the money, but I have to change my insurance. I have to pay my taxes. I have to. I have to find this thing for taxes I didn't pay last year. I have to clean my apartment. I have to get everything from my apartment living room back into my bedroom, reorganize my apartment, clean everything, get my other roommate stuff out. I mean, it's just like, So hopefully maybe I can do it in one day. I don't know, but so see, that's why. See, if I can do one day on this, I'll feel like I'm at a good springboard and a good starting point from. I know what to hit when I'm done, doing all this house stuff that I don't want to do. So, my guess is it's going to take a week, which means that 57 divided by 7, what is that? Oh, God, like 8 or something? I don't know. So I would have to be able to do 8 rows a day. That would be possible. Time consuming. I think that's a good guess. I think that's a good estimate. And then, of course, that page is so freaking basic that I still have to count the things, whatever the hell is in there. And I didn't even finish it. There's like unclassified stuff at the bottom. I have to figure out what I'll do, but I'll do that later. Anyways, yeah, but before I got started with that, I was working on other pages on my site. I was checking links on the education page. There were some like broken links. I fixed some things on there, and then Google Earth stuff I really want to fix. And I was looking at the Google Earth of Atlantis and noticed that none of the links are fixed. And I don't think any of the links on most of the links on most of my pages aren't even fixed. I never even did it. You know what I mean? Like when you link the link to the page itself, because I just never had the time. So I was looking at it and I was like, oh, well, let's do Atlantis. Yay. And this is actually fun because I've been working on this website so long and I still haven't made the links to the pages. It's like insane. So it makes it actually really easy for me to do the work because it's like, I'm not frustrated. I'm just like, oh, wow, easy work. I'm more like happy that I'm finally doing it, and I'm excited to see what it's going to look like when it's done. Then I'm frustrated that it's taken so long. You know what I mean? So it's actually a good strategy. I'm keeping it under green zone where it doesn't feel like I'm working. The key is to, like, it's possible to accomplish a lot in life for the world. Not just for yourself, but legitimately accomplish a lot for the world, and it not be work. As long as you're doing something that you like. Like me, I don't consider what I'm doing work. To a normal person or a lot of other people, they'd be like work. So so that's the key. Anyway, yeah, there are so many things. I'm super curious to see like how many icons I have, because I have some random icons, obscure icons, a gazillion of them. It's like 60,000 or something, but I also have like there's also some really obscure things on this Wikipedia list of stuff. So it's like, it's kind of like putting two big things together, see what's going to happen. I'm kind of excited. See, because my website, one strength that I have is that my website reinforces itself. The weakness is it takes forever, and you have to do it perfect, because if there's a flaw, it reverberates the whole site. But when the whole site's connected, it gives me extra superpowers to do, to do whatever I want. For example, I look at this page here, the lists of everything, and there's all these lists, and so to make it look good, I need to put an icon in front of it. Well, guess what? I already have the icons because I have a huge site. That's what I mean. So, yeah, I'm just taking advantage of the situation. So anyway, let's keep it under 20 minutes. I'll do a video tomorrow. I'm gonna go off to Subway now. Talk to you tomorrow.